Rise up. When you leave this place, I want you to go and find out about fish farming. I know that you people, you want to do your things of pumpkins and what? Yes, there's grace there. But I want you to go and find out about fish farming. You understand? All day. Fish farming. Right? There's so much grace for you financially in that area. Look at me. So you heard what I told you. Go into farming. When you enter farming, lot of finances.
Good morning, church. My name is Jamela, and I'm from Centurion. So it so happened that we were in a season where my husband and I were seeking God in the area of finances, in the area of increase. So in that season, we were meditating and we were asking God to reveal himself more in that area. So we would meditate on the word, we would pray, and that's when our faith began to grow. So it so happened that in that season, the man of God called for temple builders. So we came, and in that service, I think the man of God said, we have been ushered in a season of prosperity. He spoke to the crowd. So when the man of God had said that, we knew that God was at work. So the man of God prayed for us, and he gave us direction in the area of business. So for us, in that very service, we knew that God was answering what we were seeking him for in that season. So what happened was the man of God gave us direction, and he said we must venture into fish farming. So at that time, it made no sense because we had no interest at all. But we believed because God had spoken, we'll be obedient. So what we did in the next 4 months, we did a lot of research in that area. And as we were researching, we began also engaging with fish farmers. And so my husband got in contact with a fish farmer who does it in conjunction with vegetable farming. We had no interest in fish farming. In fact, we didn't even know it existed. So what happened next is that the Holy Spirit inspired us to now develop a vision. So basically when we began to develop the vision, we said, when we do this, we want, because we want to be a source or a blessing to the world, we wanted to be a global vision so that resources can be aligned in that way. So we did a brand video, and we wanted it to be a vision for the world. When we did this, there came a time where my husband got in contact with a business consultant. Then he began to do our business plan. This is someone I've never met. God connected through him. During that time, the Holy Spirit would whisper to me, and he said, release the brand video. And remember, when he said release the brand video, there was nothing in place. Yet the video, it was basically calling things that are not as though they were. So in our minds, the farm was already there. So I was wrestling, and I said, Holy Spirit, I can't release it, until I said, I'll release it. So what I did is I posted it on social media. Then it so happened that this business consultant that I spoke about, as he was working on our business plan, because the name of our business was saved as an algorithm. So when he saw that video, then he understood our vision, and he said, let me call these guys up. So he called us up and he said, I've seen your video. I can align you to something that you are looking for in terms of your vision. So this guy, we set up a meeting with him, and he said, listen, we can start applications and processes to align you with what we call special economic zones in the country. So what these zones are, special zones that are marked for investment in the country. And then the companies that occupy these areas, they get benefits such as reduced tax, reduced company tax. You also receive free land, water, electricity, and so forth. So what the guy did is that he began to help us through the process. We would engage with officials, and he would do representations on our behalf. Basically what he did is he caught the vision, and he was compelled to walk us through this vision. Okay, so we finalized everything, and what happened is we were impressed with everything. They came, they did a site visit, we filled in all the information, and then we sent letters, a memorandum of understanding, which is basically to facilitate the investment inside the economic zone. And what happens is we've now received free land, free of charge.
Clap your hands beautifully for Jesus.
They say is they want us to exhibit with them, and they want to feature our brand video to show the kind of investment that's in the economic zone. And then they say they handle all the costs. We just have to travel there. So going forth, they'll use us as a face or a brand of the agricultural cluster. Oh, basically my word of encouragement is that God has given us everything that pertains to this life. Everything you need to fulfill your vision, your dream, it's already there. It's just that maybe you haven't figured out where it is. You haven't found it. And like I said, when I did the video, I called the things that are not as though they were. So in my mind, all of that existed. And there's a saying that says, where your mind will go, where your mind goes, your body will eventually get there.
To visit our ministry and be a special one-on-one guest of the prophet, email us on info@fjmosesministries.org or info@comforttv.org. Alternatively, you can visit our website on www.comforttv.org. Click on the Visit Us tab and submit your application to visit. All communication to visit the Revelation of Christ Church and be a one-on-one guest is done through the official website and emails and not on any other social media platforms. Please be advised not to make any travel arrangements before receiving confirmation to visit from us. We look forward to having you visit us. Good morning and be fruitful.